we are in Canada. We're on the Windsor side. We're going to the Gordy Howell Bridge, and we're going to see the Ambassador Bridge on the way. And right now we're on the riverfront, so we're going to take you guys to show you guys the bridges and to show you guys the water and whatever else we see on the way. We have never really explored on this side in Canada before. We've always just come here and gone to the Caesars Casino. If you go through the tunnel, it's like 2 blocks away from there. So look at this. You can see kind of you can see the ice a little bit. It's trying to freeze, but it won't because of the cargo ships that come through, and plus it's not cold enough for that anyway. So over here, let's see. Over here is the Ambassador Bridge, if anybody's familiar with it. It connects to Detroit to Windsor, and we have in Michigan, but we have a bridge. Now we have 2 here, plus a tunnel. And if you go to Port Huron, we have another one that connects to Sarnia from Port Huron. If you look over here, here comes talking about a boat. Here comes one now. You see the cars and all the vehicles on the bridge. It's neat. So yeah, we've come over here. We've been here since yesterday. We stayed the night. We're staying another night, so we're just exploring, trying to take a little breather, you know, not staying in the casino all day and night. We don't have endless money like that, but not that even if we did, you know, it's still nice to just get out and explore, you know, different. Oh, that's a big bell. Look at that. But yeah, so I got a new gimbal and I'm excited about it. And look, there's the U.S. and the Canadian flags together. And I'm trying to get used to it. I got it for my birthday. I didn't know I was getting it until yesterday after we got home from Firekeepers Casino. Cindy surprised me with it. And what I like about this one, it's you don't have to hook it up to an app. If anybody watched my my Atlantic City video, I was very disappointed with that one because it come in blurry, and it was because of the app, so I wasn't happy with it at all. And let's see here, now look at here. We have a sandwich town, historic sandwich town. I have no idea what the heck that is. I guess it's sandwiches. Right? They got a whole bunch of people over there. I guess they're important people. They're on a billboard, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we enjoy going to places like this and stuff, you know. And I wish from way back in the day, it would be nice to have videos and stuff of the things that we've seen in our, you know. We went to the one I probably regret not recording was we recorded a little bit of it, but not a lot. But it was the Bahamas. That would have been nice to record and show you guys. But back then I didn't do any of this kind of stuff. nice little, like, Christmassy.
It's Sandwich Town.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's everything that says Sandwich Town everywhere.
Well, I don't see no damn sandwich. Where's the sandwich at? No. Not that
Sandwich Town Hall.
Sandwich Town Hall. What the heck?
That is funny.
It is. So yeah, I did a video yesterday, and it was a live stream. I privatized it. So whoever got to watch it, you know, they could totally. I watched it back, and I was just like, wow. I'm glad I actually did privatize it, because it come in like crap. It was shaking really bad, and it was hooked up to my tripod, and it just was not. And then Cindy, you know, she surprised me with this, which was nice, because for what was it, when we went to downtown Detroit and I did a video, she was like, that is horrible, because we were walking and the camera was shaking, and you know, every time I would move it would just shake back and forth, you know, so just not good quality at all. And I'm trying to get better quality videos on my channel. So where we're going now? You're driving, so
We're trying to get a good view of this bridge.
she wants to get we're gonna get hopefully we can get a good view of this Gordy Howell Bridge. If anybody has any familiar with it or knows anything about it. I'm not really familiar. The only thing I know about it is that it took many years to build, and there was controversy with it, and I think the guy the owner that wanted the bridge, I think somebody didn't want it, or who knows what it was about, but it's here. So here it is. This is the Gordy Howell Bridge. We get past all these buildings. It's like,
yeah, trees.
right? All the trees and the
There we
dumpsters.
go.
Here we go. Look at that. It goes all the way down there. And yeah, you can see it. Alright, there you go. Hopefully you guys can get a money shot on that. I don't know. So there you have it. That's the Gordy Howell Bridge. So we're going to go back to the riverfront. Earlier it was funny. We were driving, coming over here, and we seen we have Little Caesars on our side, you know, in Michigan, and we came over here and theirs is pizza. That's what they named their Little Caesars, and I'm sure obviously it's the same. But I just thought it was funny how you see, like, when you go to different countries or you go to different states, you always see different, you know, restaurants and names, but yet it's the same food. It's just they just name it different. It's almost like slot machines, you know, the same. You play a game and you're like, this game seems real familiar, and it's like they ripped off like Huff and Puff, or you know, so they've done that. I don't know how they can get away with that. So let's check out some of these houses with everything, you know, how they live over here. And I like to see, you know, different structures of homes, and way I like seeing stuff like that. And I'm I'm sure it's expensive too to live over here. If you're by the water, or, you know. You could just imagine how much they charge. I'm trying to talk a little louder because I don't have a microphone, because I can't stand my microphone that I do have. So if I sound like I'm loud, it's because I want to make sure you guys hear me. So I am trying to talk a little louder into the phone, so I don't want to sound like I'm screaming sometimes. But then I feel like sometimes I watch my videos back and then it doesn't even sound like you can even hear me. So let's explore. We got over here, we have Yum Yum Pizza. Never heard of that one.
2 slices in a pot for $5.
Oh, that's not bad. 2 slices in a pot for $5. Let's see what else. There's the bridge again. This is the Ambassador Bridge. I can just imagine how many movies they've had that bridge in. I think they actually, I want to say they had that bridge in that one, I'm trying to think of the movie. I think it was the Jimmy Hoffa movie, actually. I think they had that bridge in when they made the Jimmy Hoffa, based on a, well, true story, obviously, but I think that bridge was in it, if I'm correct. It's been a long time. So, of course, we're driving underneath it right now. It's really neat, too, that you get to see, like, the bridge over here, and then you go on our side, and then you get to drive on, you know, how it's just all connected. And so right now we are approaching the riverfront, and we're gonna show you guys the Detroit side. There's the famous Renaissance Center. You can see the Hudson over here, Hudson building over there. Our first skyscraper we actually have. They just mentioned it the other day on the news. It is our first one that we have in Detroit, so that's pretty neat. You can see the ice on the water. Nice if it was nice outside. We could have walked. Which, oh my gosh. Okay, we got Canadian geese going on over here. Hey, this ain't no video unless you have some geese, huh? The Canadian geese. They can give two. They're like, yep, we're just taking our time. Now that was funny. Alrighty. Oh, look at, we got a cargo going on over here. We're a lot of ships coming through here. Not cruise ships, obviously, but just regular like cargo. Probably, you know, everything probably for working and. I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, what are you stopping for?
Yeah.
And then I look down and I see them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice them. Too busy staring at this to make sure that the gimbal's not acting crazy. And I swear I feel like gimbals they have a mind of their own. They're like, well, I'm
sure everyone that owns one will say the same thing.
I've seen so many live streamers, they'll be walking and all of a sudden it's like, doom, you fall down, or, you know, I've seen that so many times. It's the one thing, and I was like, you know, that's why I really wanted the tripod to work, you know, but you just
there's
can't.
a reason why gimbals exist.
Yeah, I see that. Just trying to get a view of everything for you guys and for us. Like I said, we're really not, we've come over here to just to gamble, but we've walked by the water, you know, did a video of that, but that was about it. Now, Niagara Falls, we've been there several times. I do have videos of that, but I never posted them on my channel because those were a long time ago that we went there. Probably about 4 years ago was the last time we went. Yeah, it was 4 years exactly. And I'm not going to post something that I've had from a long time ago. I like recent stuff. So I kind of like exploring, you know, like just show you guys what's around. And pretty neat. So over here to the right is our Caesars. This is where we're staying for another night. I'll tell you what, if anybody stayed here, the experience is it's a nice one because the bed is where it's at. You know, we've stayed at so many hotels, and even, you know, their bed is the most comfortable bed that we've ever stayed at. And believe me, I'm very picky, and I can't handle like a uncomfortable bed. It's one thing about this, my pet peeve I have, I really don't like staying at places because of that reason. And I slept through the whole night, and I was shocked because we stayed at Firekeepers, and nothing against them, but their beds are nothing compared to these beds. Like I said, they're real nice. They're comfortable, you know, and they're not too squishy, but they're not too, you know, they're not too firm. So, yeah, go over here real quick. Go in here. I did a shorts video of the room review of where we're staying at, so I'm putting that on my channel. So right here is a little spot you can park. See, yeah, let's park right here. You can see the riverfront. Give you guys a look. There's a ship coming in through another cargo. See the red sun? That's pretty neat. And of course we got snow. Well, it was snowing the other day and then it stopped, thank God, because it was coming down pretty good. Alright, you ready? I'm like, let's go. Yeah, I'm the type of person where if I go somewhere, like, don't matter where it's at, if I see it for, I don't care if it's whatever, I'll look at it 5 minutes, I'm done. I'm like, all right, let's go. I've had enough. Hey, look at, there's Cousin Eddie's RV.